Hi everyone, I'm Johanna. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're going to do a tapping session to help with mold toxicity. Before we get started with that, I just wanted to go over some of the core principles of the Tom Tam healing system. So Tong Ren therapy is part of that healing system, and that's what we're going to do today. So the core principles are: illness arises from blockages in the body's chi or bioelectricity pathways. And these blockages can be physical or energetic obstructions that disrupt the normal flow of vital energy throughout your system. And they lead to various health challenges. And when the autonomic nervous system, which controls internal organ activity, is blocked or it gets out of balance, then sickness may result. So mold toxicity, as we know, can create multiple types of these blockages, and they can really affect your nervous system, your immune system, the detoxification pathways, and your overall vitality. So during this session, I'll be using a magnetic hammer to tap on specific points on this anatomical model referred to as a Tong Ren doll. Now these points correspond to areas in your body that need healing support. So the tapping with the hammer generates these vibrations that are designed to break up these energetic blockages, allowing the natural flow of chi or bioelectricity to be restored. And it enables your body's inherent healing mechanisms to function optimally. And with all energy healing modalities, the intention is what really counts. So my positive mindset and focused intention are the crucial elements of this healing process. And I approach this work with complete confidence in your body's innate ability to heal and restore itself by opening up these blockages. And as I tap each point, I'm directing that healing energy with the specific goals of restoring your central nervous system, helping to clear any brain fog and improve cognitive function, and calm the neuroinflammation. So how do you receive this healing? Well, you don't need to do anything except just be open to receiving. So simply relax, breathe naturally. You don't need to do any special breath work. Allow your body to respond to the healing. Now, some people may feel sensations during the session, so you might want to keep your palms up so you can feel the energy more easily. Some people will feel tingling, that's the bioelectricity, the warmth from the increased blood flow and oxygen, or even the movement of the chi energy. Others may perceive nothing at all, and both experiences are perfectly normal. One's not necessarily better than the other. Healing is occurring regardless of what you can perceive. And during the session, if you do notice any ouch points, these are areas of tenderness or discomfort in your body, just pay attention to those areas. These areas indicate energetic blockages that are being addressed and they're being released. And this is where the pain, these ouch points are where the pain is most painful, or it could be where the problem occurred. Now, whether you're experiencing this session live or through the recording, know that Tong Ren therapy, the healing energy transcends time and space in this work. So our practice is based on the collective unconscious theory, where the healing field is created through this tapping, and it can reach you exactly how and when you need the healing. So take a moment to set your own intention for the healing. Trust in your body's innate wisdom and in its natural ability to restore balance, to clear these toxins, and return to optimal health. Now let's begin this journey of healing together and just allow yourself to receive the full benefit. And let's begin by synchronizing our breath. So let's take a breath in together from the belly. And just breathe out slowly. Good. And let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. And release. All right. And now we'll go ahead and get started with the tapping. And we start with CV17, the center of the chest. This point supports the thymus gland, encouraging natural immune defenses and enhancing cellular vitality. It helps balance the immune system and supports respiratory function affected by mold exposure. And now we'll tap to open up stomach 11 at the base of the neck, essential for lymphatic drainage from the head and neck, helping clear toxins. This point also influences breathing control nerves to support respiratory function compromised by mold. And tapping stomach 12 supports lymphatic detoxification pathways, reducing the burden on the liver from processing mold toxins. This point enhances blood supply to the brain for clearer thinking. And now we open up LI-17 at the base of the throat to support breathing control and blood supply to the brain. This point influences the phrenic nerve, which has anti-inflammatory effects important for mold recovery. And opening up LI-18. This is a water point that stimulates the vagus nerve for systemic anti-inflammatory effects. It regulates the gut-brain communication, which is crucial for neurological healing from mold exposure. And opening up SI16, the side of the neck, improves blood circulation to the brain, helping with brain fog and cognitive issues. It also helps with headaches commonly experienced with mold toxicity. And tapping Governor Vessel 23 supports the endocrine function and helps clear the sensory organs affected by mold. It addresses frontal headaches, eye irritation, dizziness, and sinus congestion from mold exposure. And moving slightly back to GV22. This point regulates the endocrine system and hypothalamus and helps with the stress response that's been disrupted by mold toxicity. It helps relieve anxiety and improves focus while supporting lymphatic drainage of toxins. And tapping GV21 supports the motor nerve function and helps restore proper movement patterns that may be affected by neurological mold symptoms. And moving to the crown of the head to GV20. This is the master point for brain function, enhancing circulation and energy to support memory, mental clarity, reasoning, and cognitive resilience affected by mold. It also helps raise energy levels and calms emotional imbalances due to toxin exposure. And tapping GV19 calms inflammation and addresses head and neck stiffness, migraines, and sleep disturbances common with mold toxicity. It also supports sensory processing that may be disrupted by neuroinflammation. Now we move down to the occiput. And over to the jade pillow points at bladder 9. These support muscle coordination and balance that can be affected by mold toxicity. It also addresses headaches and vision problems from toxin exposure. moving the top of the forehead to gallbladder 13 on the right side. This point affects the frontal brain function involved in memory and emotional regulation. It helps calm anxiety, depression, and fear that often accompany mold illness. And on the left side, gallbladder 13 supports mental focus, learning, and clearing brain fog characteristic of mold toxicity. It helps restore cognitive function and clear thinking. And now we open up the yin tong point, also known as the third eye. And this point provides profound nervous system calming, quieting mental chatter, and clearing brain fog from mold exposure. It's a master point for sinus congestion, relieving pressure, and promoting drainage of inflammatory fluids. And moving to the Tiangdong point. Tapping here opens blockages in the brain blood supply, improving cognitive function and consciousness affected by mold. It supports motor control, balance, and cardiovascular regulation disrupted by toxin exposure. And now we move to the spine, opening up all of the blockages on either side of the spine. This energizes the central nervous system for clearer nerve signals and improved brain-body communication compromised by mold toxicity. And tapping C1. This point is crucial for brain blood flow and nervous system function. It enhances cognitive health and calms nervous system overreactions like allergies and sensitivities from mold exposure. And tapping C2 on the right side stimulates the vagus nerve for emotional calming and anxiety reduction from mold illness. It helps open and drain congested sinuses. And on the left side, C2 supports memory, focus, and speech functions affected by mold toxicity. It helps with cognitive processing and mental clarity while draining the sinuses. And tapping C3 supplies nerves to the face, sinuses, and throat areas affected by mold inflammation. It helps calm inflammatory responses and addresses headaches from toxin exposure. And tapping C4 stimulates the phrenic nerve, controlling breathing, encouraging deeper, more efficient breathing, often compromised by mold exposure. And tapping C5 continues the phrenic nerve support for diaphragm function and addresses breathing difficulties from mold-related respiratory issues. And opening up T1, connected to the thymus gland and lymphatic drainage, supporting immune defenses against mold toxins. This point helps calm nervous system overreactions and reduces allergic responses to environmental triggers. And opening up T2 directly regulates the thymus function, crucial for immune balance disrupted by mold. This point helps with chronic fatigue and multiple chemical sensitivities that can develop from mold exposure. And opening up T3 strongly supports the lung and lymphatic function for toxin removal. Tapping here signals the bronchial tubes to relax and open, improving breathing compromised by mold inflammation. And tapping T4 supports skin detoxification, the body's largest elimination organ. It helps the sweat glands release mold toxins and calms nervous system responses to environmental triggers. And tapping T6 relaxes the lungs and diaphragm, easing chest tightness from mold-related breathing problems. Essential for addressing respiratory dysfunction from toxin exposure. And tapping T7 on the right side enhances liver circulation and function for processing mold toxins. This point is key for immune response regulation and calming allergic overreactions to environmental triggers. It also controls fluid circulation, addressing swelling, water retention, and sleep disruption from mold exposure. On the left side, it supports the spleen function for immune regulation. And tapping T9 on the right side, the primary point for the liver and adrenal support in processing mold toxins and managing stress response. It's crucial for immune system balance and reducing inflammatory responses. And tapping T10 supports gallbladder and bile function for eliminating fat-soluble mold toxins from the liver. And tapping T12 supports the colon function for healthy elimination of processed mold toxins. And now moving down to the lumbar spine at L1. Tapping here supports the adrenal function, crucial for energy production and stress response affected by mold toxicity. And tapping L2 directly supports the kidney function for filtering and eliminating mold toxins from the blood. And tapping L3 supports reproductive organ health and elimination pathways for toxin removal. And tapping L4 supports large intestine for healthy elimination of processed mold toxins. And tapping L5 supports descending colon for complete toxin elimination. And moving down to the sacrum at S2. Tapping here supports the urinary bladder for eliminating water-soluble mold toxins. And tapping S4 supports healthy urination for toxin elimination. And tapping S5 supports bowel elimination, essential for removing processed mold toxins. And tapping stomach 36 below the knee strengthens the immune system function compromised by mold exposure. builds energy and vitality while combating fatigue. It supports digestive health and addresses yeast overgrowth, often triggered by mold toxicity. And tapping the liver 3 point at the top of the foot, a master point for liver detoxification function. This point helps calm the nervous system and discharge any anxious energy often experienced with mold illness. And tapping gallbladder 10, 11, and 12 to activate the vagus nerve. And tapping triple warmer 16 to open blood vessel blockages, improving circulation to the brain for better cognitive function that may be affected by mold. And tapping CV12 addresses stomach disorders and nausea from mold exposure. It helps remove digestive stagnation and dissipate any dampness pattern associated with mold toxicity. And opening up stomach 21 supports liver detoxification pathways for processing mold toxins. And tapping stomach 25 supports the digestive function and circulation for healthy elimination of processed mold toxins. And tapping the dantian at CV6, a major point for reinforcing vital energy that's been depleted by mold toxicity. This point supports kidney health and energy circulation for recovery. And tapping CV4, the lower dantian, which is a critical energy storage point for rebuilding vitality that's been depleted by mold toxicity. It supports pelvic health and can help address breathing problems from toxin-related inflammation. And now I'm going to tap the ouch points, which are any of those areas of tension or discomfort in the body that indicate there's a blockage. So we tap all over the body. Just bring your awareness to those areas of discomfort as we release these blockages and encourage natural healing responses from any toxin-related inflammation. And we'll also tap the major lymph nodes as well to encourage that lymph to flow. And now we move to LI11 at the elbow to improve circulation and help with any skin problems like hives and itching from mold sensitivity reactions. And moving down close to the knee to spleen 10. Tapping here helps balance the blood function and immune system dysregulation from mold exposure. It's crucial for addressing autoimmune responses triggered by mold toxicity. And just below the knee, we tap spleen 9, which is a water point, crucial for balancing fluid levels disrupted by mold exposure. This point addresses bloating, swelling, water retention, and urination problems, while balancing saliva production affected by toxins. And now we'll tap the spleen 6, another water point, for balancing body fluids disrupted by mold toxicity. Whether it's excess bloating or swelling, or a deficiency like dry mouth. Spleen 6 is an excellent point for grounding and moving the energy throughout the body. It's crucial for kidney, adrenal, and bladder health affected by toxin processing. And finally, we tap the kidney 1 point on the sole of the foot. This is an excellent grounding point that assists detoxification by channeling energy downward. It helps with urination problems and kidney function stressed by mold toxin processing. It helps to pull any scattered energy down from your head, quieting mental chatter and promoting deep, restorative rest. As I tap, feel a profound sense of calm and safety wash over you, soothing any anxiety or fear and inviting your nervous system to fully relax. And now these points are open, we'll just go ahead and charge the batteries, which are the 3 dantians, starting with the upper dantian. And moving down to the middle dantian. And finally, the lower dantian. As our session comes to a close, please take a moment to deeply acknowledge the healing work that has just unfolded. This healing field generated by the tapping has initiated this process of breaking up the energetic blockages within your chi or your bioelectricity pathways. This allows your body's life force energy to flow more freely, restoring balance to your autonomic nervous system and enabling your organs to function more optimally. And understand that this healing process doesn't stop here. It continues to unfold with you long after this session has ended. So your body, with its own innate wisdom, is now actively working to restore itself, to clear any of those toxins, and to return to its optimal health. So remain tuned in to your body. Notice any lingering sensations or ouch points, as we call them, those points of tension, and see them as simply indicators that the energetic blockages are continuing to be addressed and released, as these are all of the areas where the problem's occurring. And remember that the TAM healing system is deeply connected through the collective unconscious theory. So this means the powerful healing field that we initiated today will transcend time and space, reaching you exactly when and how it's most needed. So trust in your body's capacity to repair itself and its natural ability to integrate this healing. I'm so grateful that you joined me, and I hope that you'll be back for a future healing session soon. Bye for now.